to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone.
No mai haere mai ki whakatū, the Trafalgar Centre in downtown Nelson, ready for some Sal's NBL action on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. The Nelson Giants taking on the Canterbury Rams live here in your living room on Sky Sport. Kia ora, a very good afternoon to you. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. Hugh Baden here alongside Phil Jones. Feel very much at home here at the Trafalgar Centre, and a big game, Phil, between, well, two of the biggest rivals in the NBL. Always a little something extra between Nelson and Canterbury when they meet on the sporting arena.
Kia ora, Hugh. Yeah, it's great to be back in the hangar again. It's been a while, and what a game to come back for, Rams-Giants. And yeah, the Rams come down here, and they top of the table, stacked with talent against a Giants team that's struggling a little bit, and hopefully we see some fireworks from the Giants tonight.
Two former teammates of yours as well going head-to-head in the coaching arena tonight, Mike Fitchett and Judd Flavel, who both spent many a year running up and down the floor in this building. So plenty to look forward to with some new players on display as well, which we'll get to shortly. There you see the Canterbury Rams top of the ladder, 8-3. Reverse that and you have the Nelson Giants sitting in 9th, 3-8. Season very much on the line, Phil.
It is, yeah, but you know, we've got this league again, and it's really packed in the middle of the table, and teams are beating each other, and you know, as long as the Rams and the Tuatara keep winning out, that always gives the Giants a chance to sneak up the ladder.
The Giants played 11, just a couple of games behind the Hawks, who have played 13, so still all to play for as we see the games coming up. What's one left in this round, and that's the battle of the big city, the Auckland Tuatara taking on the Franklin Bulls, another rivalry. That one at 6 o'clock after this one, also live on Prime for you. And as we look ahead to next round, the Rams in action on Thursday, so a short turnaround for them before they take on the Nuggets, and a large one here at the Trafalgar Centre on Friday night, as the Nelson Giants will retire the jersey of the great Mika Vakona, who will join Neno Vucinic and yourself, Phil Jones, with the jersey hanging from the rafter at the Trafalgar Centre. It's shaping to be a big week for Nelson basketball.
It sure is, yeah. You know, it's great to see that Mika's going to be honoured with having his shirt hung in the Trafalgar Centre. He's put you know, a lot of time into Nelson basketball and the Giants in particular, so it's going to be a real honour for us to do that for him.
We'll talk about Mika Vakona, I'm sure, a lot this week. Let's have a look at the starting five for the Rams tonight. Taylor, Brett, alongside a pair of Browns, Tevin and Walter in the backcourt. Max Darling, formerly of Nelson College, of course, and big Thomas Webley will start for the Rams with Troy Baxter Jr. coming off the bench. Let's hear from their head coach, Judd Flavel.
Welcome, Nelson. Obviously, you've got a couple of new pieces you've added recently, and Corey Webster to come. How do you sort of plan to fit those guys in?
Yeah, I guess, you know, Corey, we know kind of Corey's talents on the offensive end. I think that'll be just a matter of, you know, putting them in positions, which is pretty easy, I guess, from a X's and O standpoint. I think he'll really add sort of just some leadership qualities for our team. You know, we're a young team that are building, and so yeah, I think he'll be a nice fit for us.
And game versus Giants tonight. Obviously, the Giants have had a pretty tough run of late. You scare a team to watch out for, you think?
Well, 100%. I mean, their record, I guess, is probably not where they'd like it to be, but a lot of that's probably contributed to the start of the season and getting in new pieces, which a lot of teams are doing. But in recent form, they're there or thereabouts. So, yeah, very dangerous team from the three-point line, as always. The Giants have been for the last 20, 30 years. So we've got a good challenge there to defend the perimeter.
All right, all the best.
For the MBS Nelson Giants, the new man in town, there he is, all 7'1" of him and 130 kgs, Callum McRae. Fresh out of Sacramento State University, went through school in Palmerston North Boys High School, and replacing Kavion Pippin, and straight into the starting lineup tonight. The centre, Alex McNaught and Avery Woodson in the backcourt. The captain, Sam Dempster, on the wing, Matua Maker and Callum McRae. And young Hayden Jones will suit up for the first time tonight. Son, of course, of Phil. There he is in the background. And we may see a first bit of professional or NBL action for young 16-year-old Hayden Jones tonight. Let's hear from head coach Mike Fitchett.
Mike, big game against the Rams tonight. Obviously, Callum McRae's come into the mix for the Giants. So how's he looking so far?
Yeah, good. He's had 2 sessions with us. Just really trying to put our systems in place, offense and defense, but fit in really well with the lads straight away. He's a good bloke and a lot of size, good screening, hoping for some really good rebounding tonight too. So keep it simple for him, but looking forward to seeing him go.
And Giants have been pretty good on the offensive end recently. Defense been a bit of a focus for you over the last few weeks?
Yeah, it certainly has, and that's something I hope Callum can help us with, a little bit extra communication, a little bit more size at the back, on the backside, and you know, we're hoping he can help us there. But it's a team effort, you know, everyone's got to put in, sit down in a stance and stay in front of their man. It's one of those things, you just got to get it done. So Rams are tough and they've got a lot of weapons, so we're going to see if we've improved.
And last question, Giants now in a must-win situation for the rest of the season, you reckon?
Not quite. You know, everyone's beaten everyone up in this league, so hey, we want to win this game, there's no doubt, but you know, I don't think we're quite at must-win just yet.
All right, all the best.
A great crowd here at the Trafalgar Centre, another sold-out game. Continuing the streak, all 9 last season, and so far all sold out here in 2023 as we see the head-to-head between the Giants and the Rams. And, well, not pretty reading if you're a Giants fan, really is skewed very much in favour of the Rams so far in 2023, Phil.
Yeah, it is, and you can see the big discrepancy there as the rebounding stats for the Giants. And I think, you know, Coach Fitchett's hoping with the inclusion of McRae into the lineup that he's going to be able to even up that battle a little bit. But, you know, the Rams are, you know, first in 3 of those 4 categories. They're a tough team and they compete hard, so the Giants are really going to be up against it tonight, I think.
Referees for tonight's game, Callum Welch in the middle, Sam Pan on your right, and Corey Hogg on the left of your screen.
Number 7, Walter Brown. Number 10, Timon Brown.
As we get ready for the Giants to take on the Rams here at the Trafalgar Centre in Nelson.
For the NBS Nelson Giants. 0.
A lot of disruption in the Rams roster so far this season. It's still, they sit atop the ladder. They started with a dominant Ty Wynyard, who's now over in China. Kendrick Ray was supposed to arrive, but a change of tact when they needed a big. Now he's playing for Taranaki. They let one import go as well earlier this season, so pretty disrupted season so far, and a strong one at that for the Canterbury Rams as to see the Giants make their way out onto their home court.
You know, I think Judd's done a really good job of you know, keeping the core group together and gelling them nicely and just fitting in pieces around. And I understand they've got another quite big piece to come in the coming weeks as well in Corey Webster.
Corey Webster announced and will be arriving fresh out of Egypt and winning a championship over there in the next couple of weeks. Desperate for another playoff appearance and a championship are the Rams, having missed out the last few years. And Judd Flavel came into the organisation last year, late in the season though, missed the pre-season and just came in after a couple of games, so had a full run at this season and it's paying dividends for the Rams. As we see young Samuel Gardner getting ready to head onto the court over the moon to hand out the ball tonight as Samuel goes to Henley School in Richmond and full of energy as he races his way to Callum Welch, gets a high five.
And in fact, Samuel is in fact coached by one Sam Dempster.
Huge fan of Sam Dempster is Samuel Gardner. Plays in the exclusive Sports Trust in the Junior Jammers basketball program and is coached by Sammy D.
Well done.
And he's done a great job there bringing the ball on. Gets a high five from Tommy Gargiulo, the Giants assistant coach, and I'll make his way to his seat. What a day that was for young Samuel Gardner. And we're underway here as Webley and Maker contest the tip, and it's the Rams and Taylor Britt who will get us started here on a Sunday afternoon hoops in the South NBL. It's come off the outstretched foot of Maker. So it stays as Rams possession.
That's Maker putting his long arms and legs to good use straight away.
4 Kiwis in the starting lineup for the Rams. Phil, you don't often see that in the era of 3 imports in the NBL.
No, you don't, but the 4 Kiwis are pretty talented.
Block from Maker on tall black point guard Taylor Britt to start things off. 3 Kiwis out there for the Giants in McNaught. Here's McRae's first touch of the ball in professional basketball as he begins his career. And what a promising one it shapes up to be as he looks to go up and gets the first basket of his career as well.
Yeah, I think he shied away from the challenge from Walter Brown. He could have gone up through Walter Brown and picked up a foul on him, but he did nicely to finish well.
As Tim Brown picked up by Alex McNaught. Two Browns out there, and they're combining for this one as Walter Brown puts up a three. Who gets that rebound? Matua Maker does. Under duress from Max Darling. Dempster doesn't shoot the corner three. Instead finds Maker via a deflection from Darling, and there's McRae there just to put it back in.
A nice start for McRae there, 2 for 2 from the field, couple of rebounds.
Well, a good nerve settler, isn't it, on debut? When you get a couple of buckets like that to start, and there he is looking for a block, contesting the shot, but Tevin Brown finishes smartly. Oh, Maker just took his eyes off it, and the ball goes out of bounds.
And if you just go back to McRae, it is a good settler when you know, any basketball player who comes out and plays their first game, all they want to do is score a point, you know, just to make them feel good about themselves, and he's done that nicely.
4 quick ones for Callum McRae, whose brother Liam has featured in the NBL, of course, most recently for the Southland Sharks. A popular member of the Southland basketball community. As there's Webley. Alex McNaught does well, and McRae comes down with the rebound. McNaught looking to go at Taylor Brett on his own. Wanted the foul that didn't come. And it will be Rams' possession. Here's Walter Brown here, flowing behind him. Brown just lost McNaught off the ball. Can't capitalise with the three. Webley goes and gets the long rebound. Two very big Kiwis out on that court tonight as Taylor Brett drains the three in. Callum McRae and Tom Webley, 2 man mountains ahead of us here, Phil.
Yeah, they sure are big human beings.
Maker working really hard, but everything but the finish. All forces a steal though. Dempster comes away with it. Here's McNaught running downhill. Little hesitation and a smart finish from Alex McNaught.
A lot of contact after he finished and no call. Oh, referees letting them play out there.
Darling hands it over to Brown. Brett made one from the same spot just moments ago. Can't get the second to go. Rebound, Sam Dempster. They look inside to Maker. Mismatch with Taylor Brett. Brown looks to help. Maker draws the foul. Can't get the baseline jumper to go, but it'll go with the TAB strike to shoot 2.
Yeah, and Taylor's, he is a tough matchup there for Maker in the post, even though Maker's got a lot of size on him. You know, Britt's crafty, and Maker does a good job of drawing the foul. It could have easily gone either way. Maker off to the TAB strike for a couple of free throws.
Another packed house at the Trafalgar Centre. There's this man who's become a fan favourite in his time so far in Nelson, Matua Maker. Goes 2 for 2 from the TAB strike. Walter Brown trying to find Tevin Brown, McNaught working really hard off the ball. Oh, blocked by Walter Brown in spectacular fashion. The Giants still come away with it as Woodson gets his first touch on offense, puts up a 3 and drains it. Avery Woodson shooting 47.7% from beyond the arc so far in 2023.
And really nice the decision by McRae there to find Woodson on the 3-point line. And the Rams, Coach Flavel asking for a timeout after that score. And we see here McRae just sizing up the opposition. Can't leave Woodson open on the 3-point line. He's almost automatic from out there.
Averaging nearly 23 points is Avery Woodson, primarily from beyond the arc. Well, we're not going to see anything with Tom Webley standing in the way, are we? Of that. I remember Tom Webley, Phil, first played in front of our cameras in 2020 at the Showdown. And he's been overseas at Hartford, I believe, Hartford, Connecticut, playing his basketball, and he has come back, left a boy and come back a man.
He sure has.
He is a large human now.
Yeah, I remember seeing him in the secondary school nationals tournament here, qualifying tournament they had in Nelson, and he was a year 13 playing for Kashmir, and he was big back then. Believe it or not, they had another couple of guys the same size as him playing in the same team. Pretty intimidating when they walked into the gymnasium.
Well, it's great to see Kiwis making their way back from strong collegiate careers back into the NZNBL. Tom Webley for the Rams and Callum McRae for the Giants. So I'm told Callum McRae was 7 foot when he was about the age of 14 or 15 at Palmy Boys.
His parents must have been hugely concerned that he wasn't going to stop growing.
Back underway, here's Taylor Britt for the Rams. Max Darling looking to set a screen on Woodson. Walter Brown along the baseline. The float is good. Getting better before our eyes is Walter Brown in the last couple of years, and rewarded with an extension to his contract with the Tasmania Jack Jumpers in the Australian NBL. Here's McNaught stopping on a dime. The turnaround jumper is pretty from Alex McNaught.
Yeah, nice patience by McNaught there, and just gathered himself and nice little turnaround jumper.
Brett finds Max Darling looking to bully Sam Dempster. Gets it to go on the second attempt and fouled from behind by Matua Maker. Max Darling to the line for one more.
Max Darling gets the 2 and we'll hit for another.
And Sam Dempster is not easy to move out of the way, and you just see here Max Darling just shrugs him off. Second attempt, knocks it in and gets a little clip from behind from Maker.
Always has about 15 to 20
Make some noise,
family, friends and family members in the crowd when he's in Nelson. Does Max Darling. He grew up here. Can't convert the three-point play, but Tevin Brown somehow comes down and that rebound. And we look inside. Galen Smith into the game now. Will travel though, changed his pivot foot.
Yeah, and Coach Fitcher won't be happy about that, giving up offensive rebounds off free throws. You know, the Giants definitely have to come up and tidy those up.
Full court pressure from the Rams. McNaught gets the screen at half court from McRae. And they settle into their action. Look for McRae up high. Slings it over to Woodson and then sets a screen for him. Woodson pulls out from 2-point range. Down it goes.
And like Webley, McRae is a very large human and sets a very large screen. And we saw that there. And Woodson comes off wide open.
So Galen Smith in just his second game for the Rams sets the screen. Brett fires a three. Front iron. Who comes down with that one? Sam Dempster does.
And it looks like the Giants' game plan is to go under on Taylor Britt and allow him to shoot the three.
I remember a game just a couple of years ago, Phil, where the Giants' game plan was to allow Max Darling to shoot the three. And he went 1 for 10. But that one was on the buzzer at the end of overtime to the game winner.
It sure was.
Great battle that was. Sticks in the memory down at Cal Stadium. Here's McRae. Oh. Stops Taylor Britt in his tracks, but now we have an illegal screen. I think this one on Alex McNaught.
Yeah, I think the Rams are asking for a moving screen from McRae, and then Alex McNaught picks one up afterwards. And that's really been a point of emphasis for the officials this year, is making sure that screeners are legal and set when they're setting screens.
Quinn Clinton into the game. As Walter Brown looks to find a bit of space, Woodson does well. Here's Tevin Brown. Fade away from mid-range. Can't get it to go. Trathan gets the rebound alongside Woodson for the Giants. There is Nick Trathan. Over to Dempster. Look up at the hoop and he looks to go to work. Back to Trathan. And that's a travel there from Nick Trathan.
Travel calls. On Trathan.
May got away with one earlier. Heard somebody in the crowd yelling out travel. One vocal Ram supporter.
Clinton, Brown, here's Galen Smith inside. The strength advantage on Nick Trathan and looks to use it and does so effectively.
Bounces around, finally through.
2-point game, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Giants lead 15-13. Dempster looking to get himself going. Contested 3 though. Over the outstretched arms of Troy Baxter Jr. And after an energetic start from both sides, Phil, things have just slowed down a little bit. I think Mike Fitchett's noticed that, so it's called a timeout as Smith just shrugs Nick Trathan out the way, scores, and there is the timeout from the Giants.
Yeah, definitely the pace has dropped out of the game a little bit. It was a little bit frantic at the beginning, and just see Smith there down at the post. Patience, little bump, nudge. Nice little right-hand hook shot finish for him.
Okay, maybe down this area a bit more. DJ Ziggs on the guard, boom.
We talked about a big week here at the Trafalgar Centre on Friday when the Giants take on the Hawks. The number 14 jersey of Mika Vukona will be raised to the rafters alongside yours, Phil, and that of Nenad Vucinic, just the 3rd jersey in the 43 years of the Nelson Giants to be retired. What a great day that's going to be. Some dignitaries in town for it. Dylan Boucher, of course, coming down, the CEO of Basketball New Zealand these days, and former teammate of Mecca's, of course. Pero Cameron, himself a FIBA Hall of Famer. Tom Abercrombie, all coming to town for what's going to be a special night here at the Trafalgar Centre.
Yeah, and I think much deserved for Mika. He's been the backbone of basketball here in Nelson for a long time, and also New Zealand basketball for a very long time in the Tall Blacks. And it's going to be great to see, and the Breakers, and it's going to be great to see him recognised. And a champion, won many championships, and just a champion of a man, really.
Back underway in our first bit of action for Tom Ingham. He sends Quinn Clinton to the ground. So McNaught, Ingham, Trathan, Matua-Maker and Callum McRae out there for the Giants. Clinton, Brown, Baxter Jr. and Smith for the Rams, and a turnover from the Giants. Troy Baxter Jr. spending a bit of time with the physio before tip-off, Phil. Couldn't see exactly what was being looked at, but good to see him out there. Provided many a highlight so far in 2023.
Yeah, he sure has.
Tevin Brown looking to chuck it into Smith. McNaught did well.
Looked good, but didn't happen.
To prevent the alley-oop. And here go the Giants the other way. Ingham into the key. Back to McNaught. They might look to Callum McRae. They do. Looks to go to work. Uses straight baseline spin up with the left. Fouled, and to the line he'll go to shoot 2.
Yeah, good patience by McRae. Just caught it and assess the situation, and just see him here. Has a little look. Couple of dribbles, big spin move, and Smith just drops the shoulder as he tries to turn, and easy call for the refs.
Walter Brown takes the seat for the Rams, as you see, and Kyra Isaac comes in.
Oh, the big lefty just gets to sit on the rim and it drops out. I've got to say, I do love a left-handed shooter.
You love seeing a left-handed shooter in a blue uniform, don't you?
Yeah, there's not too much wrong with that. Jinxed him twice.
Not often lefties in the Giants uniform miss their free throws. As a lovely move. Troy Baxter Jr. fouled, makes the bucket, and will go to the line. We'll see it here on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Change of direction, uses his body well, and Trathan called for the foul.
And that, to me, is a tough call. And refereeing job is not easy, but I feel like there's not a lot of contact in that play. And
converts a three-point play. And Matua Maker takes the seat. Sam Dempster replaces him.
The Giants have been stuck on 15 for a little while here. The Rams have made a bit of a run.
Dempster inbounds, going about his work all quietly as that one. There's a sloppy one as Woodson bounces it off his own foot.
And just a little bit of a momentum shift here for the Giants. They started off with a hiss and a roar, and Rams have done well to settle things down.
Baxter Jr. Pump fake and then the three ball off the back iron. Gets it back, catch and shoot. That one's short. Can he find the middle ground? Ingham jumps on it like a live grenade. Jump ball. Giants possession. A 9-0 run for the Canterbury Rams. Woodson and the Giants very much under duress, Phil, in the backcourt.
Yeah, the Rams doing a good job of putting that full court pressure on.
Dempster hands it off to Trathan. Ingham to the hoop. Blocked this time by Galen Smith. Oh, Quinn Clinton, I think, was looking for Walter Brown. Instead found his head coach. Who looks as dapper as always, Judd Flavel. Good full court pressure again from the Rams. The Giants just get it over in time through Woodson. Calls for a screen from his new centre. Step back from long two-point range. And Avery Woodson, I think, has decided to get himself involved in this game.
Which is, I think, is a good thing for the Giants, because they were really struggling to score, and that was a tough shot from Woodson.
It's their first basket for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. There's Troy Baxter Jr. answering back with a three-pointer from the corner. Just 15 seconds to go in this first quarter. 21-17 to the Canterbury Rams. As Avery Woodson will just slow things down and more than likely take the last shot. Surrounded by Rams, stepping to his side. The three ball doesn't go. And that'll do us for the first quarter of action. Started fast, and slowed down considerably in the last 5 minutes, and the Rams lead 21-17 after 10 minutes of action. Second quarter coming up after the break.
So far. Ladies and gentlemen, and a big thank you to MBS for charity if you want to get
Welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. The second quarter just moments away here between the NBS Nelson Giants and the Wheeler Motor Company Canterbury Rams. The Rams to have a 4-point lead, 21-17. After an attritional first quarter, there's big Callum McRae, who began his professional career with the first 4 points for his new team in this game. 4 points, 2 rebounds to his name so far in 8 minutes of action, and we're back underway. Quinn Clinton has the ball for the Rams. To Maker on him. Here's Baxter Jr. left alone. Kyra Isaac catch and shoot from the corner. That's short. Maker comes down with it. Tyler Marsh out there for the first time tonight for the Giants. Here he is. Ball in hand. Looking to go to his favourite left hand down the lane, but forced wide nicely by the Rams. Walter Brown hits the floor in transition. Troy Baxter Jr. can't hit the three. Woodson trying to find that potent three ball of his, but the Rams know all about it and have done well to shut it down so far tonight. Maker fouled by Troy Baxter Jr.
It looks like he got him on the funny bone as Maker grabs his elbow.
Baxter Jr. didn't think he did too much wrong. Interesting to see, just during that first quarter break, Judge Flavel talking to the referees about using my lip reading skills, some skullduggery off the ball that he perceives from the Nelson Giants.
I noticed that Alex McNaught is paying a lot of attention to Tevin Brown, just chasing him around, not giving him hardly any space to move in, and possibly his conversations aimed at that.
Maker makes his second. 21-18 early in the second to the Rams. Brown goes around the Smith screen. Quinn Clinton fires it back to Baxter Jr. Dempster trying to stay in front of him. Easier said than done, and Baxter Jr. drains the two ball.
The supreme athlete, Baxter Jr. just elevates and shoots over Dempster. Tyler Marsh just about stepped on the line, sideline.
Woodson fires it back to Marsh with some mustard, and out of bounds it goes. As Taylor Brett and Max Darling come back into the game for the Rams.
And at the moment, the Giants are just not getting enough shots up. They're just turning the ball over too much, and it's given the Rams not too many extra opportunities.
Here's Baxter Jr. Step back. Drains it. Troy Baxter Jr. Up to 11 points here early in the second quarter. Maker turns on the Jets. Takes a lot of contact. McRae. Here's Dempster from the corner. Down it goes, Sam Dempster for three.
And the Giants needed that one, and again, another good decision by McRae. He just took his time and found Dempster in the corner and knocks down the shot.
You can be a nail guy. Sorry, you can be a nail guy.
Taylor Brett back into the game. Looking to find a gap. Looking to drop.
Straight away you see Tevin Brown check back into the game, and Alex McNaught straight back in. As that's his Tevin Brown is his man that he's going to mark for most of the game.
Dempster to Woodson. Walter Brown sticking to Avery Woodson as Dempster hit his last three. This one off the back line, and out of bounds it goes. Good look for Sam Dempster though.
Just the shots made ever so slightly harder with Baxter Jr. coming flying at you, trying to reject it.
Tevin Brown, tough finish over McNaught, high off the glass. Here's Woodson the other way. McRae up high. Looking to hand it off to Tyler Marsh. He'll shoot that, the lefty, and drain it. Tyler Marsh for three.
Sharp from the outside.
And Tyler Marsh got a smooth-looking shot when he lets it go.
Brown looking to turn the corner. Foul called on Alex McNaught. Hand check the call.
McNaught's second foul. It's a tough assignment too, because Tevin Brown is just putting his head down. He's aggressive and trying to get to the basket.
And here he is shooting a long two off the back iron, rebounded by Callum McRae.
Over the top, in the hands of Callum McRae.
Dempster hands it off to Tyler Marsh, gets it straight back, and here's McRae in the post. Well, let's go to work on Max Darling. Two strong men, and it's fouled by Walter Brown. So he'll go to the line, will Callum McRae. Let's just see the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
McRae, nice little spin, and Max Darling does a good job, but it's Walter Brown that comes from behind, just picking up the foul.
A special moment in Giants history here as into the game. For the first time is Hayden Jones wearing the famed number 13 of his father. Retired number 13, special exemption for Hayden. And there he is, the young man, 16 years old at Waimea College. And Phil, I sat next to you as your daughter Maya debuted in Tauhi last year, and here you are again for the debut of your son.
Yeah, pretty proud moment, to be fair. I wonder if he's packing it as much as I am right now. Yeah, no, super proud, and you know, it's a lot. It's good reward for him for a lot of hard work.
Member of the New Zealand under-16 team.
And welcome onto the court.
And playing his first
time in the NBS Nelson Giants
minutes
jersey, Hayden Jones,
in the famous number 13 blue jersey.
Sponsored by Roscoe Contractors.
Brown for three.
And taking
off to the left.
As well.
Was that touched? It was touched by Avery Woodson, so it will be Canterbury Rams possession.
It must have just deflected off him as he went in to get that rebound.
Oh, Brown almost forced out of bounds. Puts on the Jets, goes at McRae, forced wide by McRae, rebound, Dempster. Dempster looks ahead for Jones, just out of the reach. And a big groan from the crowd who would have loved that to land.
Yeah, tough catch, and Sammy Dempster, good look, but not quite connecting.
Defense.
A tough assignment for 16-year-old Hayden, looking after the Tall Black point guard, and one of the Tall Black's point guards, and Taylor Britt.
Trying to find the hole. Giants are shutting the game.
Steiner to stay on Tevin Brown, just gave him a little bit of separation. Long rebound, Brown gets it back, goes to the hoop, takes a lot of contact from Callum McRae, and still finishes with a heck of a lot of English.
Yeah, tough finish by Brown, and Giants just giving up too many offensive rebounds the last possession.
Woodson with some fancy ball work and a smart finish. Avery Woodson for two.
Yeah, not an easy finish either. Walter Brown is a good defender.
It's Tevin Brown. Back to Taylor Brett. Goes around a couple of Galen Smith screens. Finds a lot of space. Great seal from Galen Smith. McRae again up high. Giants using their centre at the top of the arc a lot so far. Woodson, shape to shoot. Instead drops it into McRae, surrounded by Rams. Can't get the finish. And here goes Tevin Brown. Oh, Dempster did well. Come up with the steal.
And Sammy D with the fast hands.
Oh, McRae says, am I allowed? Just can't get it to drop. Oh, here's Galen Smith with a finger roll and a timeout from the Nelson Giants. 34-27, the Rams lead. And just a little bit of extra life into the game, Phil, in those last few minutes.
Yeah, the pace definitely picked up, and I think the Rams have, I think their intention is really trying to get 2 feet in the paint and put pressure on the Giants. on the defensive end, and Callum McRae came off, and he was gasping for air. So big fella, he's hasn't played much basketball in the last few months, so he's doing a pretty good job out there, but I think he's going to get a well-deserved rest.
He was a hotly sought-after free agent at the start of the Sal's NBL, but wasn't initially going to play, having just finished and graduated from Sacramento State. But changed his mind after a few weeks at home. I think he said he was getting a bit bored at home in Palmerston North. And
Bring it around, there we go.
Mike Fitcher reached out to him, having coached him at New Zealand under-16 and under-17 level.
It's a bit of a weak way.
And here we are.
Yeah, I think it's a smart move for him too, with Tall Blacks campaign coming up in the very near future, and there's not many 7'1" big New Zealand guys floating around, and he'd come out here and have a good next few games and put himself in the picture for that opportunity as well.
World Cup here, of course. The Tall Blacks in action in September, October, in Japan, the Philippines and Indonesia.
The dedication, the commitments from our NBS Nelson Giants fans. That's what you get, of course, next week being a sellout, and a big one next week too. With the retirement style of Mickey McCona's jersey, he'll be in town.
Back underway. Tyler Marsh, Avery Woodson, Hayden Jones, Sam Dempster and Matua Maker out there for the Giants. Tyler Marsh under direction from Quinn Clinton. Finds Matua Maker. Has to put up a contested two-point shot. And not how it was drawn up, I imagine, but down it goes anyway.
Bounce, drop.
5-point game.
Defense. Come on, Nelson.
Quinn Clinton. On the St Mary's Gale, if I'm correct, as Max Darling's three ball goes all the way in and all the way out. Maker comes away with the rebound. Drives, gets fouled. And the referees are just going to discuss whether the basket counts.
I think it's going to be close, touch and go here, because I think the ruling is if he's picking, if he's in the gathering motion of the basketball and then finishing the shot, it should be rewarded 2 points. But whether he was doing that or not, I don't know.
Well, Callum Welch, one of the best referees in the game, says the basket counts. Foul called on Galen Smith, and Matua Maker will go to the line to shoot one more.
And Matua Maker has much improved for the Giants since the start of the season, and obviously coming off, as you see him finishing there over a lot of contact, obviously coming off an injury last year, which kept him out from the Rams, who we signed for last year, and now back in playing full-time again. It's good to see him improving with every game.
3 games for the Rams last year, remained in Christchurch, throws rehab. A popular member of pretty much every team he's been involved in, Matua.
As we see the human highlight reel, and Baxter Jr. step onto the court.
Galen Smith takes a seat. And we have a 2-point game here at the Trafalgar Centre. 3 minutes 30 to go in this first half. Here's Walter Brown. Tyler Marsh doing a good job trying to deny Tevin Brown. Dempsey there to help on Max Darling. And Max Darling with a nice move and a nice finish. And here's Hayden Jones, ball in hand. Fires it over to Matua Maker. Thinks about the three, gets himself into position and drains it.
Matua Maker starting to feel comfortable out there on the floor right now. Knocked down the last 7 points for the Giants.
And the first stat for Hayden Jones, an assist. Certainly doesn't run in the family, so that must come from his mum's side.
Yeah.
Maker feeling good after his last 3. Finds Dempster, fakes the handoff. Here's Jones. Quinn Clinton almost forcing a turnover.
Am I allowed to yell out, call a foul, ref? Or is that against the rules?
Dempster with a brave drive against Troy Baxter Jr., but the veteran in year 16 gets it done.
And just used his body well, Dempster there against the more athletic Baxter Jr.
And speaking of athleticism, there's Walter Brown.
Like he was on a trampoline.
Rising as high as his clearly Greek god ancestors. To go and get that. Oh, hook. Might have got away with the hook there, Quinn Clinton. And there's Dempster, call for the foul on Brown. And things just heating up nicely in this game. as we build towards half-time. Hayden Jones takes a seat to a warm round of applause as we see Quinn Clinton just hand it off to Walter Brown, who's fouled by Dempster on his way up.
This one by the Canterbury Rams.
Timeout call by the Rams, so teams will talk it over before Brown heads to the TAB stripe.
On the revolt, including our Moppets, our town boys. We've got a whole lot of balls to throw away.
We'll look through the stats, Phil. The Rams have taken 11 more shots than the Giants so far, and you mentioned that earlier in the quarter.
You go anywhere you want. You go where the noise is.
Yeah, and that's come about from offensive rebounds. We see Walter Brown picking up the last one, but there's been more than just the last few possessions, and also turning the ball over too much.
7 turnovers from the Giants as we... Sales special for you this week, valid until Wednesday, the 14th of June. Half cheese pizza with any large pizza you order for free. Pick up only. Use the online code SPLASH. You'll be eating in style whilst watching some Sales NBL. And we're being treated to a close one here tonight. There's fans young and old. Enjoy the action here in downtown Nelson. The turn maker, 11 points, 6 rebounds in the first half of action so far, leading the way for the Giants. Troy Baxter Jr. has 11 points for the Rams. We see the woes that the Rams are having from three-point land. Just 3 for 15.
It's the first.
I think Baxter Jr. will have most of those, wouldn't he?
Taylor Brett with 1, I think. Baxter Jr. with 2 as Brown makes his second. And the full court pressure from the Rams. Here's Woodson looking to shrug off Clinton. Fires it to the corner. Ingham would cut, then decides to step back and drain the 3-ball. Great find from Avery Woodson.
That's a beautiful pass from Woodson. I think he was planning on going to the hoop and then found himself with the ball in his hands.
Darling catch and shoot right out in front. Max Darling drains the 3 in reply.
Well, I was watching Max Darling before the game, and he was knocking down 3 after 3 after 3, and he's a much improved shooter.
Woodson looking to find a bit of separation. Great defense from Troy Baxter Jr. Who's going to come down with that? Walter Brown. It's eventually Tom Ingham who grabs the rebound. He lets it go to work. That pass just deflected, but Dempster goes and gets it. Finds a bit of space. Dempster fouled, clattered in the end. And we'll go to the TAB stripe.
The Giants just benefited from the fortuitous bounce there a couple of times, and Dempster found himself wide open. You see here, the Rams ran away from him and picks up the foul.
Well, Troy Baxter Jr. probably could have waited an extra second and got the LeBron block against the backboard. Instead went for the steal. Sammy D makes him pay from the line. That's both. One-point game, under a minute to go in the first half. Here's Troy Baxter Jr. 2 long-limbed individuals. Baxter Jr. and Matur Maker. With that matchup, Maker comes away with the win that time. Woodson looking to go to work. Ingham in the corner. Gets to his preferred spot. The elbow can't get that one to go. Trathan, long rebound, long 3. Another long rebound. Who's going to come down with this one? Oh, pinball out there at half court. And it will be Canterbury Rams ball.
And Coach Fitcher,
both coaches
really pleading that was off the white player's foot, the Canterbury Rams' foot.
Well, Corey Hogg and Sam Pan are going to talk it through. The 2 referees.
Sam Dempster's pleading his case as well.
It's so hard for the referees. You don't have the benefit of the replay in the Sal's NBL. And it will be Giants ball.
We might get another look at it here. We see, it could have come off Taylor Britt's knee, possibly.
Yeah, I think it was. The right call's been made. Tough word. There's the apology from Mike Fitchett to Kellen Welch.
At the end of the second, here we go.
Kellen Welch just saying, let the process play out.
1 point game. Counting the clock down.
Woodson looking for the last shot. Doesn't want a screen. Dancing feet. Oh, loses the ball. Oh, Maker comes away with it, pulls up from 2-point range.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
And that is a Sky Sport player timeout. As there's just a bit of confusion around the clock, but the rebound was brought in by Troy Baxter Jr. And a heads-up play as he calls the Sky City player timeout. Make sure you get your tickets to the big game. 10,000 community group tickets up for grabs over the course of the 2023 Sal's NBL season. And of course, if you are new to the Sal's NBL, Sky City player timeout means no coach or bench interference. The players just gather on the court. You get one 30-second player timeout per half. And they get to advance the ball. So a smart play from Troy Baxter Jr.
Saints with possession.
And something that I've noticed has sat quite well with the Americans is it more mimics.
Yeah, the college setup.
Here we go, Tevin Brown. 5 on the clock. 3 balls. Down it goes. Tevin Brown with a dagger at the end of the half. 46-42. A close game of basketball we have here. It's the Canterbury Rams with a 4-point advantage.
20 minutes gone.
Fair bit on. We've seen a couple of debuts, that of Callum McRae and Hayden Jones. And we've seen this Canterbury Rams side keep rolling in the professional manner that they do. And the reason why they lead the Sal's NBL at this juncture. Let's hear for the new man in town, shall we? Big Callum McRae, who's with Phil Jones.
Callum, pretty good first half from you guys. First game for you for a while. How are you feeling?
Feeling a bit burned, but no, it's good to be out here in New Zealand and get back into things.
And second half coming up, what do you think you guys need to do a little bit better to get across the line?
Definitely rebound. I think defensive rebounding is where we need to focus. They're getting a lot of O boards, so yeah.
All right, all the best for second half. Cheers.
Being exclusive game.
So the coaches talk it over before they head to the locker rooms.
Tonight.
46-42, the Rams lead the Giants halftime here at the Trafalgar Centre. We'll be back with all the stats you need after this break on Sky Sport. Well, the NBS Nelson Giants are talking it over at half-time. They trail the Canterbury Rams 46-42 here in South NBL. Sunday afternoon action.
They're still looking for their first
Inclusivity round in the South NBL.
Courtesy of Chris Jack.
So half-time here, the members of the Nelson Special Olympics basketball team out there in action alongside some local celebs. His former All Black, Chris Jack,
On the inside.
regular in this fixture each year, providing the entertainment at half-time. We've had plenty of entertainment in the first two quarters of this game. Hugh Bannon here alongside Phil Jones.
And of course, this annual halftime game in Summers.
As we look at the tail of the tape, Maker and Darling and Baxter Jr. leading the way respectively for their teams. What do you think the difference has been, Phil, in this 4-point game for the Rams so far?
Yeah, I think it's the rebounding situation for the Rams as a team. They've done a good job of getting extra possessions on offense through offensive rebounds and creating a bit of disruption on the defensive end as well and getting some turnovers. I think if the Giants can tidy that up, then that will make a big difference for them. But the Rams are a class side, and the Giants are going to have a tough second half, I think, if the Rams come out and ready to go.
And a lot will rest on the two men nearer to your screen there. Avery Woodson and Matua Maker. There's Hayden Jones at the back, who made his debut tonight in the NBL, as has Callum McRae for the Giants. 46-42 in this Sunday afternoon hoops. It's kicks off a big week of basketball in Nelson with Friday night's game against the Hawks. And Mika Vakona's jersey will be retired here at the Trafalgar Centre. For now, though, there's 2 quarters to go between these two great rivals, Canterbury and Nelson. The Rams with the advantage. We'll be back after the break with the third quarter here on Sky Sport. Welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. Just under 3 minutes to go until the second half gets underway between the Rams and the Giants. The Rams with a 4-point lead, 46-42 at half-time. Tickets on sale now for the final 6 of the NZNBL in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, 20th to the 23rd of July at the Trust Arena. The Rams looking good to get there. The Giants need to work hard to get there. Not impossible, as Mike Fitchett made clear at the start of the broadcast. To see Troy Baxter Jr. Keep him warm. Spent a lot of time on that bike today before the game and now at half-time as well.
Yeah, obviously feeling pretty good about a shot. Doesn't need to come out here and work on it. Knocked a few threes down in the first half and a couple of nice jumpers.
4 for 9 from the field is Troy Baxter Jr. for his 11 points. Well, Phil, we saw the debut of your middle child. Last year we saw the debut in Tuihi of your eldest child. How much pressure is there on Ava, number 3?
Oh, she's still got plenty of time. So, yeah, I think you know, Ava will find her way the way she wants to, and you know, she likes basketball. She's getting into it and she's enjoying it. So maybe we'll see her on the court for one of the Tuihi teams, possibly in the future, but who knows?
There's a bright future ahead of young Hayden as he made his debut tonight. Surely it's being hammered in that no matter where you end up in basketball, you come home every April through July and play for the Nelson Giants, as you did for almost all of your career.
Yeah, well, that was something that I love to do, and you know, the Giants have always been good to me, and Nelson's always been good to me. So you know, I couldn't wait to get back here. It's a little bit different when I was playing, back to what opportunities that there are now for the younger players coming through, and I think he's got options in regards to possibly college or you know, Aussie NBL. There's a few different pathways for him to take. New Zealand NBL, obviously. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Did you have to think twice about the jersey? For those who don't know, number 13 does hang in the rafters here, retired, of course, of Phil. It was brought out of retirement once for you, when you came back out of retirement, and then it went back up in the rafters. And did you have to think twice about letting Hayden wear it? Because just traditionally he doesn't always wear it, does he?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't wear it for his school team, and it was actually my idea. I said, oh, why don't you wear number 13? And I suggested it to Coach Fitchett, and Fitch was like, nah, he can't do that. And I said, why can't he do it? He said, it's against the rules of retirement. I said, what rules? And he goes, I'm starting to write them as I'm talking to you, and then he kind of had no legs to stand on after that comment, and they talked about it for a while, and the rest is history.
It's great to see, and certainly one that galvanises the crowd. Seeing that famous 13 jersey out there, worn nearly 400 times by yourself, of course, in the Giants jersey. One rogue season in Otago. Yeah, people don't like to talk about around here. We're back underway in the second half. It's Tom Webley back out there. Max Darling hit one in the first half. Leaves that one short to start the second. Matua Maker goes and gets the rebound. Number 7 for Matua Maker is again putting together a nice line. Woodson finding a little bit of space, gets Webley on his feet. That's a tough shot. McRae's there to help it, but doesn't need to in the end, as Avery Woodson gets it to go.
I don't think McRae touched it, but it might have been the wind from his hand that kept it in the hoop.
Just wafted it in. McNaught looking to deny Tevin Brown while the Rams smartly find him the ball. Nice pass from Taylor Britt, and Walter Brown drains the 3. Nice basketball from the Canterbury Rams.
And the Giants just rotated a little bit there. They probably should have allowed Britt to shoot that one. Not that he can't knock it down, but out of him and Walter Brown, you let Britt shoot it.
Maker shoots over Tevin Brown. Can't get it to go. Brown with the rebound. Walter, that is. Fires it ahead to his namesake. And a nice finish from Tevin. A cohesive start for the Canterbury Rams to this second half. Maker around the big McRae screen. Webley does well, but there's McRae with a big rebound. And Taylor Britt was up against it there. He's gone down, Taylor Britt.
Might have just caught an elbow possibly with McRae sort of coming down after that shot. Completely accidental.
Well, he was in the shadow of Callum McRae, wasn't he, for that rebound?
Yeah.
Might have worn one on the nose there. Taylor never wants to make a fuss, Taylor Britt, and we might see on the GJ going home to replay it.
Caught a stray elbow there by mistake. The long arms of McRae.
Dual tool black, Taylor Britt on both the 5-a-side and 3x3 games. And a proud Canterbury man. Tevin Brown, Dempster coming across to help. Nice pass from Brown to Britt. 3 from the wing, down it goes.
And he just proved me wrong. He can knock down a 3. Well done, Taylor Britt.
There's McRae. Look to hand it off to Avery Woodson. Walter Brown's done a great job on Avery Woodson, preventing him shooting those 3s. He's going to get that one off now, though. Off to the right it goes. Tevin Brown goes high for the rebound. And the Rams looking to put a little bit of space between these two teams. That one doesn't drop.
The Rams definitely come out with the intention to push the pace.
Dempster can't get his 3 to go. Walter Brown goes and gets rebound number 5. Taylor Britt thought about the 3. And said they reset. Mismatch here as Britt has McRae ahead of him. Scoots around him. Pass a little bit wayward, but Max Darling does well to get it and drain the 3. Smooth as you like from Max Darling. And just like that, an 11-point lead for the Canterbury Rams. McRae looking for some help and finding it. Maker puts up a 3, leaves it short. Punched ahead by Taylor Britt. And there's Brown going through McNaught and finishing in a timeout called by the Nelson Giants. What a start to this second half from the Canterbury Rams.
Yeah, the Rams just came out of the shed hot. They missed their first shot. Executed a play really well to get Max Darling a wide open 3. He missed that, and then I don't think they've missed a shot since. Cleaning up every single defensive rebound, and they're off to the races whenever they get the opportunity. And see Tevin Brown there just finishing a tough layup over Alex McNaught.
Okay, maybe somebody down here. On your feet, show us your dance moves. Where's your dance moves?
I think Coach Fitcher will be talking about trying to slow them down a little bit in transition, and the Giants not really getting a lot of penetration into the paint and getting the defense into rotations to create shots. Rather, it's more one-on-one stuff, and it's not working right now.
Well, it's no secret, is it, that Avery Woodson is the danger man in terms of putting the ball in the basket for the Nelson Giants. You don't need to recase his corner to know that, although I do suggest you recase his corner on the NZNBL website. And Walter Brown has done just a splendid job so far in stopping Avery Woodson, really getting any separation to shoot the ball from long range. See some dance moves here at the Trafalgar Centre, and we're back underway. 59-46 to the Rams. What have the Giants worked on in this timeout? Woodson rejects the screen, bumps off Brown, and that's a smart finish, and getting to the hoop might be what he needed.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier, is just getting 2 feet in the paint. Good things are going to happen when you get 2 feet in the paint. Doesn't matter who it is, which team it is.
McNaught trying to get back in front of Tevin Brown. McRae does well, and McNaught comes away with the ball.
Comes away with it.
Maker comes to set the screen. This time Woodson uses it from the elbow. Webley with the nice box out and rebound. Darling leaves it for Britt. And again, Taylor Britt makes his 3rd three-pointer of the game. Here's Dempster looking to hand it off to Woodson. McRae sets the screen for McNaught. Driving at Webley. Foul there, I think.
It's on Taylor Britt, just little bit over aggressive on the box out with McRae. You see here.
Here's McNaught. Back to Dempster, wide open. Sam Dempster for three. Down it goes.
And Mr. Reliable Sam Dempster knocks one down. Giants desperately needed that.
He's had a couple of looks from outside, but none as wide open as that as he tips that one out of bounds, Sammy D. Really going about his work in what has been a, by their own admission, a disappointing season so far for the Giants. The captain averaging 12 points and 9 rebounds. McNaught trying to lock down Tevin Brown. Somehow finds that pass into Galen Smith.
Beautiful pass. There's been a couple of times here where the Rams have offensively just used their off arm to move the defensive player out of the way, and the Coach Fitch questioning that call.
Woodson around a big McRae screen. Big step back. Everything but the finish. Maker comes down with the rebound to the hoop. The foul, the finish. Matur Maker will go to the line for a three-point play.
And has the chance to make that a three-point play.
Be an absolute nightmare trying to defend the Matur Maker drive with his long limbs flailing as he drives towards the hoop, but keeps him under control so well.
He would have to be one of the players I've seen have the most 4-point plays in the league so far this year.
10-point game. The Rams lead. A little bit more life from the Giants since their last time out. Here's Walter Brown. Sees a bit of space. Drive. Oh, that's smart from Walter Brown. Make around the Dempster screen. McRae up high again. Looking to hand it off. This time to Woodson. The lane just opened up for Woodson. And he is clattered by a combination of Walter Brown and Galen Smith. We'll just see who that foul's on.
You just see here. Woodson gets into the lane, and Walter Brown, he's crafty on defense. That could have gone either way, and he picks up the foul, but probably a little bit unlucky.
Galen Smith.
Oh, it was on Galen Smith, so it wasn't Walter Brown then. So
fourth foul on Galen Smith. Well, what a player Walter Brown has become and is continuing to become.
I just like how he plays with so much intensity. He's got a big engine on him. He just keeps going, guards the best player on the other team, and then offensively, he's a real threat as well. You've got to make sure you know where he is. He can knock down threes. He can get to the hoop like he's showing.
He brings not a dissimilar skill set to certain Tom Abercrombie with his athleticism, his length, his intellect. He just finds Max Darling on that pass, who looks to go to work. Nice pass out to Quinn Clinton in the corner, who does the rest.
You cannot overhelp off Quinn Clinton. He is automatic from the three-point line.
Chafin to Maker. Dempster surveys his options and hands it off to Woodson. Look to shrug off Darling. Elevates. Three ball. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Tevin Brown. With a 13-point lead to the Canterbury Rams. Looking to consolidate their spot at the top of the Sal's NBL ladder. Elbow jumper. Rebounded by Maker. McNaught somehow finishes under.
Sneaky finish
outstretched arms of Max Darling. And turnover, rare one in this half from the Rams as Maker stretches his way down the court and finishes.
No, I think Tevin Brown might have thought that it was Chris Jack running onto the short ball there, and he just didn't quite pick it up. As you see, Giants forcing another turnover.
And again, it's Maker stretching out across the court. Trathan for three. Thought it'd gone in, but hit the back iron.
And Matua Maker looks gassed right now.
A few players out there puffing. As the game slows down on this possession. Brown, Baxter Jr. from the wing and from the Giants bench. Can't get it to go. Maker with the rebound. 1 minute 40 to go in the third quarter. A 9-point game in the favour of the Canterbury Rams. Woodson. Crossover. Pull up. Good defense from Darling. Rebound Baxter Jr. Here's Clinton trying to find a hole. Goes at Trathan. And the foul called for the trip.
I think Quinn Clinton just getting caught up on Nick Trathan's feet there and tripping up.
See the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. I think Trathan thought he got away with it and then realised he hadn't. So it goes to the line. There's Quinn Clinton. Couple of big retirements, Phil. We talked about the World Cup earlier in the last 10 days or so. In Tall Blacks land, Tom Abercrombie and Rob Lowe.
Yeah, a couple of big losses for the Tall Blacks, both very experienced players, and I think they've made some good decisions for their personal futures and well-being. A little bit less stress on the body.
Tom Abercrombie going around one more time with the breakers. Rob Lowe calling it quits from Tall Blacks and Australian NBL, yet to confirm what his New Zealand NBL future looks like. Two great Tall Blacks. There's Troy Baxter Jr. rises high and finishes. Oh, Alex McNaught with a nice move. And a nice finish. Coast to coast from Alex.
Runs right up the middle.
And just keeping the Giants with a glimmer of hope here. They trail by 11, still a quarter to go. So plenty of time in this contest. Max Darling catch and shoot. Max Darling again for three.
Max Darling.
Well, Darling and Brett have made the Giants pay for letting them shoot three balls in this game. 6 between them. 5 on the clock. Tom Ingham drives, skips, puts it up, gets it to go. And we'll go to the line for one more, fouled by Kyra Isaac.
Yeah, it almost looks like the Giants are daring Max Darling to shoot the basketball, and he's knocking shots down at the moment. You see Tom Ingham here just creating the contact from Kai Isaac and knocking down the little runner.
And one come.
We'll see if
From
Tom Ingham convert the three-point play.
Off to the left, Maker almost came down with it. I'm just waiting to see the decision here from the refereeing crew on whose ball that is.
I feel like the score bench might have thought that it was 2 shots. That's why they didn't start the clock.
Callum Welch. Tell me how to sort it out. I think they're going to call it three-quarter time. And that is the call from Callum Welch. But the clock doesn't start, so we'll see. While that was happening, Max Darling was showing off his football skills.
Tevin Brown tried to get amongst it, but it was like, no, I don't think so.
Three-quarter time, the Canterbury Rams 76-64. And looking good for their league so far, but 10 minutes to go in this one, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter after the break here on Sky Sport.
76-64. Home game, could be you shooting next week. In fact, we take on the Hawks by Hawks. What is a sellout crowd?
Welcome back. 1 quarter to go here in the penultimate game of round 10 of the Sal's NBL. And it's the Canterbury Rams on your screen who have a 12-point advantage over their rivals to the north, the Nelson Giants. The battle of the big city to come up after this one, the Auckland Tuatara and the Franklin Bulls. Well, we mentioned retirements, and we failed to mention the impending retirement of Jared Weeks, one of my favourite breakers. We'll head into a coaching career with the Tasmania Jack Jumpers.
664, here we go.
And having a heck of a season for the Tuatara.
Certainly is. He's been a wonderful import in the Sal's NBL over the years. Initially with Southland, and now with Auckland. Wish him all the best. He's got a bit of work to finish to the end of the season, though. This maker leaves the ball behind. And it will be Giants' possession with 6 seconds to go. The Giants need to find something offensively, Phil, don't they, to get back into this game in the last quarter.
They do, but they also got to slow the Rams down on their defensive end. The Rams really got going offensively in the last quarter.
Full shot from McNaught.
3 ball doesn't go on the shot clock buzzer, so Rams possession.
Well, it is surprising to see Avery Woodson sitting for as long as he is. I know that he hasn't been that well for the last part of this week.
Darling, 3 ball over McRae. That one doesn't go.
I was going to say, why not? Heat check for Max Darling.
Quick first step from Ingham, hands it off to McRae.
A nice cut by McRae and Ingham found him nicely.
11 points, 5 rebounds for Callum McRae so far in this one. Not bad on debut. He hasn't played basketball for a few months and is graduating from Sacramento State. 3 years at UC Riverside before transferring to the capital of California for the last year. Here's Kyra Isaac looking to go to work. 11 on the shot clock. Brett calls the screen from Darling. Drops it into Max Darling, who threatened to show off his...
Almost looked like Nick Tratham was ducking to get out of the way.
Well, Max Darling has put a few people on posters over the years. Maker into McRae. Up with his left, he gets it to go.
A soft touch for a big man. See Baxter Jr. come flying in from behind, looking to try and knock it out of the sky, and he knocks that 3 out of the sky into the hoop.
Just every time the Giants look like they're threatening to close the gap. The Rams score seemingly at ease. McRae puts the ball on the floor. Let's go to work. Gets to his preferred left. Oh, swatted. No, that'll be goaltending as well. It's gone over the apex. So another 2 points to Callum McRae.
And good to see him be a little bit more aggressive. You know, he's been a willing passer in the last few possessions, and Baxter Jr.
He was just sitting and waiting for that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Defense.
Brett running downhill.
Defense.
And that's his preferred left hand also. How many times have we seen Taylor Brett do that over the years?
Well, he's a tough man to stop once he gets downhill.
So they maintain the 13-point cushion as Ingham comes around the McRae screen. Nice pass. This time with the right, the hoop to harm, and McRae will go to the line for one more. Well, good old-fashioned big man play we're seeing here from Callum McRae.
Well, nice little screen and great pass from Ingham. Big man, doing what a big man should always do, diving to the rim, and picks up great hands. Nice finish. Off to the TAB for a bonus.
I like his shoes. Let's look at the shoes, of course. Callum McRae. Gold numbers. Ballsy wearing shiny gold shoes. I like it.
Yeah, probably hard to find a pair of shoes in his size, to be fair.
True.
Might not have much choice.
No lift.
Here's Brown. McRae denying the pass to Brett Woodson with the steal. Tevin Brown hot on his heels, but Woodson gets it to go. Timeout call by Judd Flavel, and just a little bit of energy around the Trafalgar Centre crowd as they trim the lead to single digits. Sorry, I got distracted by the gold shoes on screen.
Yeah,
they are pretty, and as you see the Woodson steal on the GJ Garden home replay, forcing the timeout by the Canterbury Rams, 83-75.
Just realised we have a whole lot of t-shirts still.
Yeah, the Giants have maybe got one last little run in them to see whether they can close this gap a bit. And Coach Flavel doing what every good coach would do if they see the momentum shift, call a timeout, try and slow it down, get a good position on offense. The Giants probably thinking about what are they going to do to junk up the defense, make it hard for the Rams to get a good shot away. But maybe a bit more of the same from the Giants would be good. From my biased perspective.
Defensive intensity certainly picked up in this quarter from the home team. Great season so far for the Rams. It's a young Rams team, Phil. Taylor Britt, he's been around a while, but he's certainly not an old head. Walter Brown still very much in the beginning of his career, as is Max Darling, Tom Webley, Kyra Isaac.
8-point ball game.
Lost their big man in time when you do early. Well, the Giants bellowing for a travel, as you can probably hear.
That was a big travel. No call.
Taylor Brett looking to capitalise. Can't. So here go the Giants, 83-75. They trail. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter here. Season not quite on the line, but not far from that line for the NBS Nelson Giants. The Rams looking to consolidate top spot in the South NBL. Brett to Tevin Brown. Cameron Smith back into the game with 4 fouls on his name. And here he is, ball in hand. Looks to go to work against McRae. Good defense from McRae, and Matua comes down with the rebound. Double-double for Matua Maker, 16 points, 12 rebounds. And he sets the screen for Woodson. Puts the ball on the floor, just Maker. Trathan. Here's Troy Baxter Jr. to jump out of the South Island almost. And then it's McRae who's fouled. And will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, much better patience by Trathan here. Up fake. And just a nice little shovel pass here to Liam McRae.
Callum.
Sorry.
Younger of the McRae. Sure Liam's watching if you are. A hearty good day.
First one's good for Paul McRae, individual player sponsor Mike Piro Mortgages.
$19 points, 5 rebounds for Callum McRae so far on debut for the Giants, on his professional debut as well.
All of a sudden, it's back to a 6-point
Be a
game.
few wise heads in New Zealand basketball keeping an eye on his progress after a stellar college career.
Defense! Defense! Defense!
5-point game. Oh, what a pass from Tevin Brown, finished off by Galen Smith. The Canterbury Rams imports combining beautifully.
Yeah, really nice set play there, and Smith, great job diving to the hoop.
Woodson driving baseline. Smith with the block. McRae gets it and finishes it. Oh, Brett, just a miscommunication from the Giants on defense as Brett finds himself with a wide open layup.
And just a tough little screen there, getting Matua Maker off balance.
Trathan finishes, and he's fouled.
And a foul. Takes a foul.
So he'll go back to the line, Nick Trathan. And we'll look to make it a 5-point game.
You see here, Nick Trathan just catching and turning corner hard. And
converts the three-point play. Well, 19 free throws for the Giants, just 6 for the Rams in this game. I don't know the exact number to hand, but a fair few and ones, I think, the Giants have picked up. Yeah, Brown a few. Rips it, drops it off to Smith. Maker meets him at the rim, but he finishes anyway, just Galen Smith.
Tough finish by Galen Smith. The two of Maker met him at the rim.
McRae sets a down screen for Woodson. Gets that little bit of separation, but doesn't shoot. Looks to hand it off to McRae, who just buffs it out of bounds with his knee. (89-82). Past the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. Tevin Brown slips, but kept expert control on the ball. Britt's three ball is short. Woodson brings in the rebound. Here's Trathan. Woodson driving. Brown, I think, with the block, and it will be Rams' possession. Walter Brown almost with the fingertip block on that one, as you see Judd Flavel.
And Woodson just asking for a lot of contact on the drive, no call. He's pleading his case, so what can I do more to get a foul?
Taylor Brett almost toying with a Maker. Those two know each other very well from time in Canterbury. Darling. Oh, McNaught does brilliantly. As the two muscle-bound figures hit the deck, and it will be Giants ball. A little cramp maybe for Max Darling by the looks of it. It's been a physical game. There's a few bodies out there who are probably looking forward to a rest after this one. See the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
Alex McNaught sliding his feet beautifully and just being disruptive on the defensive end and causing a turnover. Troy Baxter Jr. back into the game for the Rams as Darling takes a seat and Sam Dempster back in for the Giants. Nick Trathan takes a seat. 7-point game, just over 4 minutes to go. There's nothing dyed in the wool Nelsonians like better than beating Canterbury. Here's Maker, drops it off to McRae. And a hurried but efficient finish from Callum McRae, who now has 24 points to go with 7 rebounds and 3 assists. Not bad for a debut. After a big decision for the Giants to let Kavion Pippin go. Britt, step back, wide open, three ball, in and out, rebounded by Sam Dempster. Number 6 to Sam to go with his 10 points. Woodson, step back, three ball, off the front iron, bouncing around, down he goes! Avery Woodson gets the crowd on their feet. Well, Avery Woodson finally gets one to go.
Nothing like a bit of physics-based drama to get a basketball crowd on their feet. 2-point ball game, 2 minutes 50 to go.
The gate's starting to close for the Rams.
Brown pounded by Alex McNaught as he has been all game. Tevin Brown into traffic, Baxter Jr. Shot clock violation, basket does not count.
And that shot clock was hard to hear. It's loud in here. Everyone's up on their feet, the whole Giants bench screaming.
I absolutely love the juxtaposition between these two coaches, two good friends, long-time colleagues and teammates. Mike Fitchett, figure of emotion, always on the sideline. Judd Flavel, always cool, calm and collected. It's great to see the contrasting styles. Here's Matua Maker. Rangy takes some contact, gets it to go anyway, no whistle. 89-89, tied ball game. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Tevin Brown, McRae's in there. Smith has it. Turnover Canterbury. Nelson Giants ball. And the Giants bench firing the crowd up.
By the Canterbury Rams.
Timeout, Canterbury Rams.
Game 2:06 on the
Jesus
clock to
Loudon,
go.
the Trafalgar Centre. As the men in blue have clawed their way back into this game.
And a couple of tough finishes there at the last few baskets. You see Woodson gets a roll on the three-point line, and then Matua Maker running across the foul line, throws one up, bit of contact, rolls it in.
Well, they're led by as many as 14 in this second half, the Canterbury Rams. It is now 89-89. Stats, of course, brought to you thanks to the TAB. As we see that last turnover, and the Giants bench led by Tyler Marsh. Absolutely fired up.
And of course, the Hawks game sold out. Samika and his family will be here, along with Pierre Cameron.
Well, what's better than a dramatic game of basketball? A dramatic game of basketball with a world-class pizza on your lap. That's what it is. Use your online code SPLASH, valid until Wednesday, and you'll get a half cheese pizza free with any large pizza order from our friends at Sal's.
It'll take around 5 minutes. Once I've done that, you're most welcome to join.
Jumped on for another
Get the photos, get the autographs.
5 years, I think, as naming rights sponsor of the Sal's NBL, which is great support.
That's fantastic.
Synonymous with basketball in New Zealand, the Sal's. Back underway for a thrilling last 2 minutes as Callum McRae looks to find someone to give the ball to and finds that man in Sam Dempster. Here is Dempster, looks to hand it off to Maker. Woodson comes to get it. Long two, Avery Woodson, down he goes, and the Giants have the lead for the first time since the first quarter.
Sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop to make it feel that much bigger.
Avery Woodson has 20. Foul called on Maker.
That's okay. It's only the second foul for the Giants this quarter, so.
You see Maker just reaching in there. They're back underway. Quinn Clinton again, Maker on him. Tevin Brown trying to get open, McNaught sticking with him. Here's Quinn Clinton driving, trying to find Galen Smith. Canterbury Rams ball.
There's a lot of emotion right now on the Giants bench.
Mike Fitton and the Giants bench absolutely living and dying with every decision out on that court. And the crowd right there with them.
We're actually struggling to see what's going on because they're all standing up in front of us.
Quinn Clinton looking to inbound. Walter Brown driving. Blocked by Maker. Dempster's on the floor. It's a shot clock violation. Is turnover. Rams. Giants ball.
The last
Apologies,
two positions.
it is tough for us to see down that corner as the Giants bench right next to us.
The last two possessions, the Giants have caused 2 shot clock violations, which is it's pretty hard to do these days.
Minute 20 to go. The young Moppets get into their work. There's Judd Flavel again. Just always a figure of calm. Former Tall Black.
Well, he's been around basketball for a long time. He's seen a lot of things. Played a lot of games. Played in a lot of big games.
So Dempster will inbound from the corner. Woodson looks to McNaught. Minute 15 on the clock. Giants lead by 2. They trailed by 14 earlier in this half. Woodson around the McRae screen. Steps to the side. 3-ball goes up and over. Hasn't hit any stanchion, so not out of bounds. And Callum McRae with a great heads-up play keeps it as Giants possession.
Callum McRae.
I think everyone was standing there waiting for the, the whistle to go. The ball
Correct me
bounced
if I'm
over.
wrong. It can go over, just can't hit any of the infrastructure behind, and it didn't.
Giants baseline.
Yeah, which I don't know how it didn't. There's a couple of supports up there.
Maker puts it up. Gets it to go. Yeah. A two-pointer. I don't think it was the best advice shot. I'm not sure he had 13 to go on the shot clock. As soon as he put it up, Mike Fitchett put his head in his hands. Troy Baxter Jr. for 3. Quiets the crowd with a big 3-ball. And Callum McRae shows some good composure. Alex McNaught told to slow down. It's all getting a bit frenetic here at the Trafalgar Centre. The Giants lead by 1. Dempster comes to get the ball, gives it back to McNaught. McRae, big screen, looks to get it back from Alex McNaught, and he just pours it into the hoop with his big left mitt.
Wow, what a finish. Looked like he was putting a volleyball set up or something. He just like pats it into the hoop.
Real Yogi Bear kind of pat up into the hoop, but they all count. And it gives the Giants a 3-point lead with 26.7 seconds to go. More than a lifetime in the game of basketball.
I think Coach Fitchett just asking that last shot from Matua Maker in the corner was only called a 2-pointer. He thought it was a 3.
To the NBS Nelson Giants. 26 seconds on the clock. Big thank you for coming and supporting once again tonight. Hope you're seeing you back for that.
Both coaches talking it over with their teams.
Tickets for the next few will go on sale very soon. Make sure you grab yours if you want to be here, and you can catch
That is a fired up Giants side. And you can hear the Trafalgar Centre crowd as the Giants get to the floor. Tom Ingham doing his best, the ringmaster, to keep it loud. .7 seconds to go. Canterbury Rams ball from the sideline. Brett, Brown, Baxter Jr. and Smith out there for the visitors. McNaught, Woodson, Dempster, Maker, McRae out there for the home team. And look for Galen Smith. Tevin Brown trying to get open. Again, McNaught sticking with him. Dempster hand up. Baxter Jr. 3 in and out. Rebounded by Smith. Reset shot clock. They go again. 10 on it. Oh, McNaught with the steal. Wide open layup. Alex McNaught. Sky City player timeout called by the Rams. 97-92. Alex McNaught, the steal, half court. The finish gives the Giants a 5-point cushion with 6.1 seconds to go.
Now that's great reward for Alex McNaught. He's played solid defense on Tevin Brown all night. He's chased him everywhere, all over the court. And some quick hands there. Off to the races, lays it up.
And a composed finish given Troy Baxter Jr. was lurking somewhere behind him. 6.1 seconds, the Rams go again. Again they find Smith. Again McNaught denies Tevin Brown. Baxter again shoots over Dempster. Foul called.
97-92.
And Dempster gets called for a foul on the 3-point shot.
And I think the crowd think the game's over. The MC certainly does. But Troy Baxter Jr. might go the line here. I think Callum Welch and Sampan just discussing whether the foul happened before the full-time buzzer. I'm going to do my best to listen in.
So foul was called.
Just bear with us as we listen into the referee.
I think we're going to get 1 second back on the clock. which would be from the time that the sampan called the foul, and then by the time the buzzer went off.
So we'll head to the line to shoot 3.
1 second it will be on the clock. As Troy Baxter Jr. will go line to shoot 3. So Phil, what are you doing if you're the Canterbury Rams?
Well, he needs to make the first 2, miss the last, but somehow they've got to get it out to the 3-point line and score a 3 to tie the game up. And he makes the first.
Let's do the same thing. Here we go!
Makes the second. 3-point game. 1 second on the clock. Needs to miss and get a 3 ball. Do the Canterbury Rams. Misses, didn't hit the rim.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, 97-94.
There's still a second to go. So again, the celebrations are premature. The Giants need to inbound for 1 second, and then everyone in the Trafalgar Centre can celebrate.
For the third time.
For the third time. And again, the MC has called game.
They're going again. Still not there.
Yeah, there's no contact with the hoop, so once the ball doesn't hit the hoop, it's a dead ball.
It's like the game that never ends.
Mike Fitcher waiting to shake hands. And there's a chance the Rams get a steal and get a 3 up. Sky City player timeout. Smart move from Sam Dempster. As they get to advance the ball. And it means that even if the Rams do get a steal off the inbound, they're going to have to take a shot from 3-quarter court as opposed to directly beyond the 3-point arc. A bit of drama in this 4th quarter.
A lot of drama. A lot of drama. How would you sum up Callum McRae's first hit out as a professional?
26 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. I think we're looking at a very promising Kiwi big there, Phil.
Yeah, I think I'll be giving him an A+.
Foul called. So we'll have a 4th false finish to this game.
That's it. This time that's it. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. 97-94 to your NBS Nelson Giants.
Again, Cannon Welch has to play spoiler for this crowd. Oh, as they are going to shoot the shots.
Oh, really?
Oh, sorry, I've just listened to the MC make an apology to the crowd for the 4th time at the end of this game.
Here we go.
Right.
One more time.
Dempster's going to inbound.
Just to keep Judd happy.
There's still a chance for the Canterbury Rams to get a catch and shoot 3 from a long way away. They haven't got it. The Giants with a much needed win in the tail of their season. 97-94. A comeback from 14 points down in the second half. Led by new man Callum McRae. 26 points and 8 rebounds. Matua Maker, 20 points, 12 rebounds. Avery Woodson, 20 points, 5 rebounds. And the cherry on top, a steal at half court and a bucket from Alex McNaught to take the game away
Playing at half time.
from the Canterbury Rams.
Now, all-inclusive game.
We're going to hear from Alex McNaught, who's with Phil Jones.
Alex, great game from you guys. Way to come back in that second half. Talk me through your defense on Seven Brown.
I mean, since Ty left, he's been a huge part of their team. I mean, he's really just been scoring effortlessly. He's been playmaking really well. So he was a key focus for us. Like number one, that and defensive rebounding. And you know he's going to get onto more and more screens. Come on. All those sort of things. Like it's just about effort, really. And I mean, I'm absolutely tired now. So it's credit to him, man. He's a really good player, and like he got his buckets where he got them. So got to give credit to him, and it's all hard work, really.
Yeah. And big fella Callum McRae, how would you rate his performance first hit out?
Cal's been awesome, man. He's such a nice guy. He's been absolutely lovely in the first couple of days he's been here. Shout out to him, man. He played a hell of a lot of minutes for someone that's only been here for, less than 2 days. I mean, that's effort from him, and, we really started to involve him in the second half, find him, and he's really proven to be super helpful, and, we can only be thankful for that.
Yeah, well done, mate. Go and enjoy. Good job.
Thanks to Alex and thanks to Phil. Great comeback from the Nelson Giants in the second half, trailing from as many as 14. As Callum McRae, after a few months away from the basketball court and just one practice with his new team, limps his way to shake hands with the fans. It's the Nelson Giants who win this one, 97-94. Stick with us on Sky Sport. Coming up, the Battle of the Big City, the Auckland Tuatara taking on the Franklin Bulls from 6 o'clock. That one live on Prime also. And then round 11 gets underway on Thursday. The Nuggets taking on the Rams down in Dunedin. And then, well, if you're in the Nelson region or you have any semblance of love for Meka Vukona, which I'm sure you do if you're watching basketball here in New Zealand, keep an eye on that one, 7 o'clock Friday night. The Giants against the Hawks, where Meka Vukona's jersey shall be raised to the rafters here at the Trafalgar Centre. He'll be in attendance with his family, as will Para Cameron, Dylan Boucher, Tom Abercrombie, Phil Jones, to name a few other legendary All Blacks. Tall Blacks, I should say. Chris Jack will be here too, speaking of legendary All Blacks. But there's the man of the moment, Callum McRae, meeting his new fans. The Giants have beaten the Rams 97-94. We're back at 6 o'clock from Auckland with the big one in the NZNBL.